There is currently admin abuse going on in SpongeBob Tower Defense, and I am currently grinding challenges to earn challenge tokens, and I've got I Spice and Gary Booty by my side. And we are getting ready for the big Prestige Ultima update. And that race is going to start right after the admin abuse when the update drops. So when admin abuse is over, we are going to jump right into it. I am excited. Let's go! The update is here. I just noticed it right here. It says here Prestige Ultima is here. Ultima players will receive a Prestige medallion every 100 levels. So you need Prestige 10 and then you can go for Ultima. Season 14 is here. New limited time unit, which I will buy in a short while. Unlock 10x speed, which I will also buy. Card trading is now available. And there's a beta function, support a starfish. Want to support your favorite content creator, enter their exclusive code at the bottom of the shop. Which I am going to do, and hopefully in the future, this can be me. But for now, here is the Prestige Cave. There's a new shop, and there are new rewards you can claim. A prismatic chest, the Moose Fan Mount, very cool. Snail Veil, this is a new pet. And of course a new unit, SpongeBob. And in its ultimate form, he's a superstar. Which we would really like, of course. Now let's go over here to the Prestige. Reach player level 100 to Prestige. Player level will reset. You keep everything else. Now I do have a lot of experience points left over. I wasn't sure if this was going to carry over, so we are just going to try. Prestige Ultima. Alright. So I got one prismatic chest and it's now locked. So I need to start grinding the game like crazy. So below in my screen you can see I'm level 1 and we need to go to 2000 to level up our Prestige. So let's try a boss battle to see how fast leveling up goes. However, the boss battles have been nerfed, I think. Yep, you only get 1 experience points for defeating Sticky Fins. So we are not going to do this. Let's see what game modes gives us most experience points. So a raid on Davy Jones difficulty gives us 600 experience points. However, a raid takes about 3 to 4 minutes. And a challenge on Davy Jones difficulty gives us 500 experience points. Challenge takes about, I would say, 2 minutes. So let's go to story mode. Camp Coral number 10, Davy Jones. This gives us 350 experience points. Let's try this one. Now I am going to put on a boost first. Let's just use 1 experience boost for now. We are going into Camp Coral number 10, Davy Jones. And I'm guessing this is the one that's going to give us most experience and which will be easiest to macro. There's also 10x, which I don't have. Can I buy it over here? I can, which I am going to do. So let's buy 10x speed. So this is 10x, this looks mental. Almost can place down a filthy boy. I think we are alright. However, I am going back to the lobby after this to equip a Krusty Krab. So we now have 10x speed, which will help us immensely in our chase for Prestige Ultima. The first 100 players to reach Prestige Ultima, they are going to get a special reward. At this point, it's unknown what that reward is. I would like it. I think it will be very hard to be amongst the first 100 to reach it. Right, I'm back in the lobby. I equipped a Krusty Krab. Now there's also a new Season Pass. And I still have a Season Pass Game Pass I can use. Where is it? It's over here. So I'm going to use this on myself. And we can start grinding the Game Pass again to get the unit at the end, which is Mr. Sea Chicken. 0 exists at the moment. And there is a limited unit in the shop, which will only be here for another 50 minutes. So I'm going to buy this one as well. But I am only going to buy 1. Here it is. It's a normal one. But the damage it does, it's insane. For now, let's keep grinding Camp Coral. So I can start off with placing a couple of Krusty Krabs. Put it on 10x. And just wait till I have enough money to place something. Sticky Fins, for instance. Maybe a Gary Booty over here. And we should be fine. Now I can see in the bottom of my screen, after playing 1 Camp Coral number 10 on Davy Jones, I've gone from level 1 to level 3. So this is wave 15 already. And we are doing fine. So let's hit the replay button. Start wave. 10x is insane. They are going so fast. So you need to be pretty fast with placing units as well. However, with prismatic units it gets fairly easy. So I am now level 5. And I'm guessing after this round I will be level 7 or level 8. So after this we are just going to head back to the lobby and head into the Prestige Cave once again. In the previous Prestige Cave you could claim Prestige every 100 levels. I don't know if that's still the case. So we are just going to check that out. And this is wave 15 already. There we go, sweet victory. Let's go back to the lobby. Let me take another look at the update log first. Prestige Ultima is here. Ultima players will receive a Prestige medallion every 100 levels. Use Prestige medallions at the Prestige shop for OP prismatic rewards. Yes, they are very OP indeed. Is this the fastest method? I am not sure. We could also try challenges. This is Goo Lagoon. Let's go to Goo Lagoon. And we've got Penny Pinch, which kind of sucks. So we do need to place the max number of Krusty Krabs in the beginning to get the money going. I am going to put 10x on and maybe stand here with my pets. Place the Filthy Boys over here and then place a Gary Booty over here. So I am currently level 7, almost level 8. So let's see how much this jumps upwards. So it could be that challenges are better for gaining experience points. However, challenges are way harder to macro. There is a way you can macro challenges, but it's fairly difficult to set up. There is a 2-time player experience points boost all weekend, and I have my own boost going. So I'm guessing at the moment I have 4 times player experience boost, and I have the 2 times player experience boost game pass as well. So I think I currently have 6 times player experience. Let's hit replay. So 1 round of the Goo Lagoon challenge got me to level 10. And I was at level 7, almost level 8. So my level isn't going up faster than when playing Camp Coral. So then I guess the question is, which one of the two is faster? We are going to do a little comparison. Alright, so this is victorious. And this took 1 minute 23 seconds. Now let's see how long it took to defeat Camp Coral. Number 10 on Davy Jones. 1 minute 30. So it's fairly close. Challenges were actually faster. So this gave us 350 experience points and a challenge gave us 500 experience points. So apparently challenges are the best way to grind experience points. However, very difficult to macro. So later this evening, I am probably going to put on a macro for Camp Coral, as that is much easier to do. However, for now, I am going to keep grinding away on challenges, just to get my level up a bit already. So I'm going to do that right now, and I will be right back with the progress.
A little later.
Alright, I'm back with an update. New best method to gain experience. Go into Con Street 1 Davy Jones mode. This gives the same amount of experience as Camp Coral number 10. And it only takes 33 seconds to complete, which I'm going to show you right now. This is by far the fastest way to earn experience, I think. So I am currently level 34. I'm just going to set up a macro and let it run for about an hour and see where that gets us.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, we are about to reach level 100. After this round, we are going back to the lobby to claim our first piece of Ultima Prestige. And I guess everybody's grinding because it's really quiet in the lobby. So let's go into the cave and let's visit Spongehenge. Every 100 levels collect rewards. There we go. So this is our first, what's it called? Prestige medallion. A symbol of ultimate dedication earned only by Prestige Ultima players, which is me. So we could buy a prismatic chest, but I'm of course not going to do that. I'm going to save up my prestige medallions until we can buy the superstar SpongeBob. This is the unit we need. Apparently the most overpowered unit in the game. Even though last week they said Gary Booty would be the most overpowered unit in the game for a very long time. But it's simply not true. SpongeBob now is the most overpowered unit. At least until next week. So I'm just reading now in the Krabby Crew Discord, which is the main Discord for SpongeBob Tower Defense. The owner, Wonderberg Sec, says over here the first 100 players to reach level 25,000 of Prestige Ultima are going to get a very special reward. Let the race begin tomorrow, which is today. So apparently we need to reach level 25,000, which is a lot, not gonna lie. So this is going to take, I think, a couple of days of macroing. And I do have to get to another recording in about 50 minutes. But I also heard about another method of gaining XP fast, which is through Rogue Mode. Now, I haven't played Rogue Mode in a very long time. So I've got a pretty random team with me. But let's just try it out for a couple of minutes and see how well this goes. So I'm just going to start out with the legend himself, Musclebob Buff Pants. And apparently you should see your levels in the bottom of the screen go up insanely fast. So we've now done 35 waves of Rogue Mode and we went up 8 levels. So this might be the fastest method of gaining experience points. However, Rogue Mode is fairly difficult to macro as well. Main reason why it's difficult is because you have to pick a new card every time and sometimes you have to burn a card. It's kind of difficult to take those factors into account when setting up a macro. So if you are going to try to set up a macro, I would suggest that you only take it to about wave 50 and then start over. So when you reach wave 50, just sell all your units, take the loss and start over and replay the first 50 waves every time. However, you are going to need to find a way to handle those cards. And this is not a difficulty. You can get curse cards in between as well. So you need to be clicking here as well. It's very difficult. It's not impossible, but difficult. And I'll just say the reason why challenges are difficult to macro is because the challenge maps rotate. Every 50 minutes you get another challenge map. Alright, so I have to get to my other recording now. I am going to set up a macro later tonight, which is going to run all night, and I will show you the results in the morning.
One eternity later.
This is the next day. My macro has been running all night long. So far, I've reached level 4600, which you can see in the bottom of my screen. So we've made some decent progress. The first 100 players to reach level 25,000 will get an exclusive reward. I, however, will not be amongst those first 100, sadly. I have already seen other players who have reached level 8,000 or even 9,000, so I won't be able to catch up to them, which is fine. Like I mentioned, I had to record another video last night with this account for our main channel, which was a video about 99 nights in the forest, and I pretty much used this account to record all my videos. So for me, it's just not possible to keep the macro going all day long. So no exclusive rewards. However, I was already able to claim this guy. This is SpongeBob. One of the rewards you can claim in the Prestige shop. Now this is a normal SpongeBob. I have the number 292. And I am of course going after the Superstar SpongeBob, which you can also claim in the Prestige shop. Now to end off the video, let's just take a quick look at the most basic version of SpongeBob. So I'll take it to Con Street Endless B this time. Now I'm just going to put down SpongeBob over here. Here is my base level SpongeBob. And he has quite a cool animation. He's throwing bubbles at the anchovy. So this looks quite cool, his animation. So let's take a look at his statistics, which are completely insane. This is by far the most overpowered unit in the game. So Gary Booty is gone. It's now SpongeBob. At base level, he does over 115 million damage. And mind you, this is a level 1 normal, so not shiny, not Wumbo, SpongeBob. Without traits, without a relic. So he is as basic as he gets, and he already does over 150 million damage. This is crazy. On max level, my basic SpongeBob does 267 million damage. And his animation speed looks okay. So I'm looking at his animation speed right now. It looks like he's doing 1 attack per second. So he's quite quick. So let's see what it looks like on 10x speed. So this is the new game speed in the game, which is insanely fast. But this will help with our endless runs. They will be shorter from now on. Thank you very much for 10x speed. And to end off the video, let's take a look at his abilities. So the first one looks like a whirlwind. I'm going to press it right now. Charging silly spin. Alright, it looks quite intense. He does a spin. So I'm thinking this is a full AoE ability. And now I'm going to press the other one. Sending out Super Blast. Which again looks like a full AoE ability. So SpongeBob himself is a splash damage unit. Both of his abilities are full AoE abilities, which is very useful in endless runs. There you have it, a new overpowered unit in the game, SpongeBob. I am going to keep grinding all week long to get my hands on that Superstar SpongeBob, which you can also get in the Prestige Cave. And when I get him, I am going to try to max him out and showcase him to you. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about Prestige Ultima. And if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.